All right. Peace, everybody. Good evening. I want to give all praises to the ancestors, the Almighty Divine herself, and also pretty much the Divine Mother, the Divine Father, all the ancestral spirits, the Orisha, the Loas, and all of the spirits that are here to protect us. I just want to say Ashe. I want to say all thanks to them. All right. So, a lot of people on YouTube talking about this eclipse and bringing fear mongering, fear factors, and all of that. Um, I just want to say, ain't nothing going to change like people really think it is. But there are going to be changes that come that is going to be detrimental to our people and also to the world. First and foremost, let's stop doing the fear mongering. The fear mongering have to stop. Don't you know that you can change the patterns of things with your mind? And a lot of these scholars know that. A lot of these scholars know that there's not. Listen, all the stuff that's taking place has already been taking place. Not in this lifetime or this realm, but the other realm, the other lifetime. It's just that this planet, this dimension has to catch up to it. You got to remember we're multi-dimensional beings. Since we're multi-dimensional beings, there are things that are already happening in other realities. It's just that this reality has to catch up. Okay? Don't believe the hype. I already told y'all years ago when I was on the brother old channel before he got terminated to watch the weather, to watch the weather, watch the natural disasters. I told y'all about the earthquakes. I told y'all about all the earth changes. Let me tell you something. Nothing's gonna happen to Las Vegas right now. Florida's already below sea level. Let me tell you like this. We have time to get ourselves together. We still have time. All I can tell you, don't get caught up in the riffraff, the fear mongering, and so on, y'all. Because that's what's going on. A lot of these people doing fear mongering and all this other stuff. And I'm here to tell you, don't fall for it. Because it's just like like what is it? Like two, year 2000, when they called the Y2K. When they were saying it's the end of the world, it's the end of the world. You got people saying that this eclipse is going to bring destruction to people that are in witchcraft, but in actuality, these people that practice that, they actually have a head start. They already know what's about to happen. And they also believe in what they call karmic debt. Look up what karmic debt is, and also look up what what dealing with what shadow work is. Because a lot of brothers and sisters have not did their shadow work, have not focused on themselves, have not forgiven themselves, have not understood divine law or cosmic law, but yet they're doing fear mongering tactics on here. Look, we need to stop this. The earth is changing because we are changing, but mainly our women are changing and evolving. When our women change and evolve, guess what? We change and evolve. We have to realize that we are yin yang. We have to stop with the fear mongering out there. Revelations has already been happening since the whole adrenochrome situation. All of this stuff was bound to happen. That it was actually a law that was passed in the cosmic forces, or may I say, in the Galactic Federation. And we have to keep that in mind. That's why they put stuff in movies. Do y'all not know that all the stuff that's happening was already foretold and already written through the Galactic Federation? They already knew that this planet was going to evolve. They already knew that Gaia or Tiamat, how you want to call the planet, like the words of Isis Wisdom, the planet Kai was already a living organism. They already know that she's a living organism. And this whole cleansing that everybody's talking about, it's been going on. Don't believe me? Look up the sister Zen Wombs and ask her, who used to stay in Baltimore, who's in Arizona, who I know personally. Let me tell y'all something. Stop getting caught up. Do the shadow work on self. Because really, that's what this eclipse is also dealing with, doing the shadow work on self. You have to go through the purification of dealing with the heart chakra. Those people that are attacking you, like the agents of chaos, learn how to forgive them and forgive yourself first. Because they're only showing a mirror reflection of you. You understand? So, my thing is, enough is enough. Shadow work is needed to be done during the eclipse, y'all. Shadow work is needed to be done during the eclipse. What do I mean? Shadow work on loving thyself, forgiving your enemies, forgiving yourself, forgiving those that have tried to destroy you, make fun of you, and talk bad about you. Because that's nothing but a mere reflection of how you perceive yourself. And don't get caught in the fear mongering, because there's too much of that going on, too many distractions, too much of that nonsense. You are a divine being living a human experience, and do not get caught up in the BS, please, because that's what they're trying to get you caught up in. Let me tell you, these fear mongering tactics is just like church when they was talking about, oh, hell exists, and there's a hell, but yet the Catholics come out and say, hey, hell is something that we made up to bring fear to the people so we can control them mentally. I mean, that's what they're doing, y'all. Fear mongering activates the reptilian brain. Look up what the reptilian brain is. Okay, I'm telling y'all, don't get caught up. But are there going to be natural disasters? There are natural disasters every day. There are mudslides happening every day. They just don't talk about it on the news media. There are sinkholes happening every day. They're not talking about it in the news media. There are volcanic eruptions happening a lot. They're just not talking in the news media. Okay? Right now, at this very second, there is an earthquake happening somewhere on this planet. It might not be in a city. It could be underwater. It could be amongst the under the planet. You got to remember, she is a living organism, and Earth's core is her heart. Or Gaia's heart is the core. So we got to keep this in mind, y'all. She's a living organism, and we got to go through this together to understand, and understand that we have to be in tune with Gaia. That's why you have the different solstices, the summer, winter. Exactly what's going on, brother Tim. Of course they are. That's why they are doing what they're doing. That's why we got to stay focused on ourselves and do the shadow work. Because honestly, the Saxons are nothing but another image of us that we don't want to face and see. So that's why I'm looking at things as it is. Let's not get caught up in the madness. Oh, the eclipse is going to bring this and that and this and that. Let me tell you, brother Tim, you followed me when I was on the other brother's channel before I got terminated. All these natural disasters, did I not mention that several years ago about all these natural disasters that's happening? And I even so on, I even said there was going to be natural disasters in places that we never thought that would happen. Let me tell you, we have to change and evolve like she is evolving. Talking about Gaia, this is why it's important to do shadow work, family. Shadow work is important. And like Brother Tim said, I'm gonna pull it back up. Let me put him back what he said. The Saxons are in a lot of pain, and our people don't even know it. Of course, they are, but we are in pain too because we're trying to follow the Saxons. And I'm not talking about us. I'm not talking about yours truly or Brother Tim. I'm talking about our people in general. We gotta realize what's really going on. So my thing is, don't fall for the fear mongering of what they said the eclipse is going to bring because the natural disaster is going to increase anyway because Gaia is going through her changes. You understand? Gaia is going through her changes, and there are creatures that are coming from underneath the earth. Dr. York spoke on that we have not seen in eons. There's going to start coming out the woodworks, insects, animals, creatures, and some of these creatures have been crossbred through underground tunnels, underground locations where beings that have been here since the beginning have been doing research on and doing these things because what they don't tell you is that we were doing the same thing in Lemuria or Atlantis. Okay, so I want to let y'all know as the cosmic beings, the cosmic family, we got too much to worry about other than fear mongering right now. And in all actuality, I you hear people saying, "Oh, Las Vegas is going to flood." It's not going to happen. No, Las Vegas is in a drought right now. What you need to look out for is what's going to happen to Texas. Texas is getting hit with floods and hurricanes and tornadoes and all of that, and also got hit with an earthquake, which is also connected to this map called "I Am America" map. Please look up that on YouTube. "I Am America" map, so you can see what's going to happen to the United States in the near future, and it's already happening because California got hit with a hard earthquake a couple what some weeks ago. But you also got to look at the Madrid fault lines. Ladies and gentlemen, look up the Madrid fault lines. I tell you, it's too much going on. And whatever you do, also, please study astrology and astronomy. Please, I really beg you all to get into astrology and astronomy and find out what these planets represent in a spiritual aspect of you and not just you, all of us as a whole. Because you were born with three zodiac signs, if not four. Let me say that, if not four. And I'm gonna go into that right now, real quickly. You have your sun sign, which you were born under, either Cancer, Leo, whatever, whatever. But you have three deacons dealing with your sun sign, which also means you could be a double Cancer, you could be a double Leo, you could be a double Aries, or however you want to put it. Then you have your rising sign, which is the ascendant sign. Then you have your moon sign. This is all in your natal chart and your spiritual genetic makeup. And also each solstice knows it has soul. Soul is also connected to to the sun. Soul lumen, which is the sun, and also soul lumen. It represents you, brothers and sisters. Now, when it comes down to this, the solstice is dealing with that of the essence of your soul. There are different planets and also different um, crystals that represent different solstices where you can wear them during that solstice, even down to colors. Okay, look all this stuff up. I can't give it all to you. You have to do the research yourself, beloveds. That's the only way you're gonna learn. Because through all of this, it's time for transformation. It's time for us to wake up. Besides, we don't have time for the nonsense. You know what I mean? We don't have time for the nonsense, y'all. People are getting caught up in the fear mongering. I'm telling you, you can transform and connect to Gaia just by a mere or sheer thing by just learning the solstices and learning about what these eclipses can do for you by doing the shadow work. Because if you're doing the shadow work, it ain't going to bother you. And learn how to breathe better. Learn the breath, the science of the breath. Because the science of the breath helps you activate the chakras in your body and it helps you think clearly. And the science of the breath is breathing like how a baby breathes. When we master that, then we can heal ourselves from a lot of ailments. Please understand, don't fall for the fear mongering with this. Okay? Don't fall for the fear mongering out there. I'm telling you, you'll thank a brother later because I done seen people say, "Oh, it's going to be it's the eclipse is called the ring of fire." But if you're doing the shadow work, you don't have to worry about that. If you are using divine love and not hate and not harassing people and not making threats to people, not trying to hurt people, then guess what? You don't have to worry about that because it deals with the heart chakra. Everything all this time had dealt with the heart chakra of forgiving yourself and those that have caused you harm. Because guess what? You are your own worst enemy. Inner me. Enemy is also inner me. Focus on cleansing the inner you, and things will be fine for you. Now, all I gotta say is, I just wanted to say that I wasn't gonna be on here too long. Cause I got brother gotta cook. I gotta hold it down. You feel what I'm saying? Brother gotta do what he gotta do in the kitchen. You feel me? So on that note, family, I'll be on this joint tomorrow. You know what I mean? Before I go to class. And then at the same time, hopefully after class, I won't be too tired to come back on here tomorrow night. So we can really talk about some spiritual stuff and also really talk about what can self-defense do for you and benefit you. And what can you get into that can fit you in the art of self-defense? Because honestly, we need to go back into that. Because honestly, realize this that the real Moors knew how to fight and knew how to use spirituality because they go hand in hand. Real talk. Peace.